Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Danmachi season 5 episode number 13 reaction. So the previous episode, we got to see Ryu use her skill Astrea record, and she went to Astrea, got her level boost, got 2 level boost because she has been storing EXP for quite a while, and she joined the battle and defeated Hegni, right? Yeah. And it was absolutely amazing, like how she used Lisa's skill, and like she completely turned the whole thing around. Now people's morals are at the highest. Also, at the end, Hedin actually attacked, his own allies at the end, like took out the healers. So yeah, let's see what what happens now, because like the whole game kind of changed now. Like there was no chances of us winning, and now suddenly we got like a huge boost in the probability of winning. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Bell predicted that. All right, that's what he was saying back then. Yeah. Yep, I was literally talking about this. Instead of being a yes man, right. Yeah. Yo, everyone's like, what? Bro. Hmm. Okay. Revenge counterattack. Right. She wouldn't be able. Yeah, she wouldn't go down that easily. Crazy. Nah, he's doing his part. Hmm. Yep. There you go. Yeah, like I said. You guys are blindly loyal. That is the problem. Damn. Oh yeah, that is true. He's more of a. Wow. And that is why he was waiting for up until, wow, it didn't even graze her. He was waiting up until Root took out Hegni, because Hegni would have been a problem otherwise, since it's more of a melee battle. Yeah, Ottar. Right. Freya's like, what? She just got up from her throne. Yeah. Yeah. Ruthless elf. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Wow, he's just helping him take out. Oh, damn. What the hell? Oh, is. Yep, they're here. So that means Mia's here as well. Or she will be coming here soon. Anya's here as well. Yo. Yep. Yep. There she is. Yeah. Okay, who was that? Who came? It seemed like her brother came to. That was Alan, or was it someone else? Oh. Oh, what? Okay, that I wasn't expecting that. She scratched his face. Right. Yeah, but yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Kibble for brains. Hmm. Okay. Right. Also, Loki knew from the very beginning, I guess. Makes sense. You know that they both were here. Oh, Ryu's here. You have some healing potion, please? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, there she is. Mia's here. She came with a shovel. Yo, shovel. Yep, there you go. Ah, that was a promise. Mm. Yeah. Nah, but yeah. Oh, so they brought her to Herne as well, I guess. Just like Anya. Yeah. Mm. Damn, even with that heel, he's. Bah! Crazy. Demi Ymir. Damn, Demi Ymir. Wow. Yeah, everyone's here now, I think. Uh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. What about. Okay. But what about Mia? I guess she's still from the Freya family. Oh wow. Okay. Oh no. Who? Oh. Okay. Oh wow. Oh. Right. Oh yeah. True. Okay. Right. Good God. Yeah. Oh. Well. Yeah. Damn. Well, he's actually not wrong. He's not wrong. His they're needing three people to fight him. Like Ryu will be joining in soon. Bell as well. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I think he said like he's gonna ask her. Hmm. Well, that's what a hero is, a hypocrite. Well, right. Oh boy. What the hell is he? Oh. Oh, make her fast or something? Perseus. So, no. Wait. Oh, I'm mixing it up with something else. Right. Ooh. They're like, what? Yeah. Yeah. Good God. What the? What? Whoa. Oh, that's why. They gave. Damn, how do we man? Yes, a status debuff. And that's why the earrings. It's gonna slow them down, I think. Okay. That's why they stop her from singing. What? What are those marbles? Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, true. Hmm. Alright, here we go. Right. Nice. Oh, it's the smoke bombs. Smoke bombs. Ah, the gravity. Yup. Wow, they're putting debuffs on them. Yeah, nope. Aisha's level 5, I think, now with the boost. Yo, okay. Wait. Oh my god. Oh, that's Lily. Yeah. But yeah, you're debuffed heavily. Yeah, and as they said, as since they're separated, they cannot do anything now. This is their weakness. Another illusion. That's probably poisoned. Yep. Cat got your tongue. Right. Oh, NASA's directly in front of her. Bro. Oh boy. Wow. No, what? Oh, yes. Ah, right. Done. One more left. Oh, Aisha's just gonna. Yeah, it's done. Well, they're down. Right, so Alan and Ottar are the only ones left. Yep. Right. Oh boy, that was good. Ooh. Mm. Okay. And that was today's episode. Okay, that was episode number 13. Yeah. All right, another really good episode we had. what's his name? Hedin take out the healer girl. We had Alan, no, not Alan, sorry, Anya and her group with Aisha and all of them take out the bringer. And yeah, now all that is left is Alan and Ottar. We have to get those two. And yeah, we've done it. So obviously that will be the most difficult part, because Alan and Ottar are the strongest members of their family. As far as I can remember, Alan is like the second strongest, and after Ottar. So Alan is coming like fast, and I think like how this is going to go, as far as I think it's probably going to be like the remaining members of our familia who are there, they'll probably like come in and they'll be fighting with Alan, maybe, I don't know. And I think like a few of us, like Belle, like Mia, like Rue, as they're fighting, they probably will be facing Ottar, because I don't know, I'm not 100, and like I'm not sure that whether Belle will be able to take Ottar, because I was gonna say maybe it will be like a one versus one in the end, Belle versus Ottar, but is that even possible? Like, Otal is something different. Bell is like level 5 now, right? Otal is level 7 as far as I can remember. I might be wrong though. Maybe he's even more than that. He's not level 6. Level 6, nah, definitely not. Level 6 are like, like are the others. Like, I think Alan, like, are the other members of the family, I think level 6. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I kind of mix up the levels a lot of the times. Otal is level 7, I think, currently. So, in no way is Bell fighting against Otar alone and defeating him. I'm not sure. Unless he gets a level boost here. Um, I don't know. You know what? Let's wait and see. This is Bell we are talking about. Like, his whole thing is like, shining in the time of when it's like the most dangerous, when it's like required, when it's to be a hero. He shines, that is the time when she shines the brightest, and that's literally what Argonaut is. Like, like the whole hero thing that he does. So yeah, who knows? Maybe he will be the one who fights Otal at the end, you know, alone. But I don't think that'll happen. Maybe he will definitely have help, because I don't think they'll make him this busted this quick in the story. Like, I think he has a lot more growing to do. Like, if he defeats Otal solo on his own, I feel like the whole story is just like it's done now. Like what more now? Like, he's become the strongest then. So yeah, I think he'll have help, but probably by the end of it, he'll take him out solo. But he'll definitely have a lot of help before that. Like, maybe a lot of debuffs that Otal will, like, be put, and maybe, like, Bell will get a power up, something like that. In that, like, way, I can see him defeating him. But yeah, one versus one solo, in no way Bell is defeating Otal at this point of the story, at least. Either way, yeah, so today's episode, we have a few things to talk about. First and foremost, we see how the Loki family was moving at the background. So, they brought, what's funny? I remember, like, Freya obviously, like, made one of the rules is that the Loki familia should not, train Bell's group, or like Ice particularly should not train Bell or something like that. And it turns out Loki was just moving in the background or doing all of these things. So two of the things that she did, first and foremost, taking Anya and Mia, both of them, to Hern, who's like like in a in that state, and showing Sid's true feelings. Yeah, that was like a huge help towards us, because that made Anya and the hostess of fertility join the whole fight. And yeah, Mia was definitely necessary here, because as we see, Mia is actually keeping Otara at bay while Ryu is healing Bell. So it would have been difficult if Mia didn't come. Also, Anya's group was also very necessary, because Anya's debuffs helped a lot. And it helped us a lot to take them out, take the bringer out. So that was very necessary. So Loki actually moving behind everyone's back and doing that, like, helped us immensely. you know so that's the first thing that like happened. And also a few other things to talk about. For example, um, Ryu revealing that she likes Belle. Also Ryu also asked Belle that what are you going to do with Sir, and yeah, obviously, Belle kind of revealed this from the very beginning that he just wants Freya slash Sir to be more honest with herself, and like kind of like as they said, as she said, like save me. He wants to do that. So he said that to Rue because obviously Rue's intentions are to not penalize, like I wouldn't call it penalize, but not like punish Freya in that way, but just bring Sir back because that's what it really matters to her because Sir is one of her friends from, and not only that, Sir was her savior, the one who saved her from on that day when Rue was all alone after like defeating like and killing all the members from the Rudra family and all that stuff. That happened in the rain. She was all alone. Sir was the one who picked her up, and so she is her friend, her savior, a lot of things. So to Sir, she's like to Rue is like, yeah, like I want to make sure that Belle, like what Belle wants here because I want to help her out, you know. So yeah, because the thing is, Horario, every single person is pissed off at Freya. So you know what's going to happen after the end, after the war game ends. Uh, if Freya's Familia loses, yeah, the whole guild will, sorry, the whole Familia will probably be disbanded. Freya will be sent back to heaven, definitely. That is the direction this is going. That's the people. So that is why Ryu wanted to make sure that Belle is against that idea, so that obviously she's also against the idea. A lot of other people, if you know, if they kind of like are able to, after this ends, if they're able to kind of change the verdict of whatever punishment Freya gets, I think that's what Rue is trying to do here, and that's why he wanted to make sure if Belle actually wanted to help her or he's also like angry towards her and wants to see her gone, because to be honest, it wouldn't be like Belle being angry at Freya and like thinking that yeah, she needs to get punished by the end of it is not really a like surprising thing at this point, because just think about it, what he went through, what he was put through, what his familia was put through, throughout this whole thing. So that's why we wanted to make sure that, like, yeah, what do you want to do? And obviously, this is Bell, so Bell gave the answer that that suits him the most. He didn't say that, oh, like, oh yeah, I want to see her gone or anything like that. He was like, I want to save her. Right, there you go. Even after all of that, so we wanted to make sure of that, and that is why she asked that question. Also, another thing happened here. Haruhime's ability, I think everyone knows now. Like, she literally, as they said, she literally used her level boosting in front of everyone. Like, the whole Orario was seeing it, but she still did it. So I think everyone knows by this point that yeah, she has this type of a power. And I realized that is why she was putting on the invisibility cloak or whatever that is. Like, but because of the debuff, I think it kind of flew away or something. Now she's just there. She cannot hide herself. Right. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So that is what happened. Another thing which was pretty obvious. Like, I literally talked about it in the previous episode, which is Hedin. So I said this. I was like, yeah, Hedin is that type of person who is very similar to Hern. Hern was that was the type of person who would rather than seeing her goddess unhappy by the end, she would rather go against her wishes, even betray her, so that eventually she doesn't get hurt. That is what Heron was, and that is why she tried to kill Belle and like end the whole situation even before it started. Even if it meant that Freya would be angry at her, and and yeah, like, because Hen thought that would be the best for her, for her, for the future, you know. While Hedin as well is similar, where he also realized that the direction that Freya is going eventually is going to be a big source of pain to her, and he doesn't want that. That is why he decided to work against Freya from the very beginning, from the day when I think, like, from the very, very beginning when he started training Belle. From that point onwards, he decided to aid Belle because he realized that helping Belle out is probably the best action that I can take so that eventually he can stop Freya, from going further. Because, like it's kind of interesting because, Hern's Hern's way of, like, both Hern and Hedin were literally doing the like same thing. They wanted the best for Freya, but both had such different ways of going through it. Hern was like, "Oh, I'm just going to end Bell, so that he doesn't become a problem at all. Just going to take him out of the picture from the," and that's why she tried to assassinate him. While Hedin was completely opposite, where he decided that, oh, let me help Bell out so that eventually, when Freya will reach this stage, Bell is the only one who can help her out. So if I don't help Bell will probably fall and be broken by the end of it, which will break Freya eventually as well. So let me do my best to keep Bell's, like, okay, keep, like, teach him stuff, help him out in the background so that he doesn't break. And if he doesn't break, he can help out Freya eventually and make sure that Freya doesn't break. That was his logic. While we have Hen here, who was like, just take out the problem, just kill him. That was what Hen thought. But obviously, in the end, she realized that, yeah, like when Bell catches her in the act, she realized that she cannot do anything after that. But yeah, both of them were the same. Both of them wanted Freya's happiness by the end. Both of them had a very different way of doing it, but still, both of them wanted the same. And even if it means going against Freya, while we have the others here who are like, oh, Freya's wishes, like fulfilling Freya's wishes is the best form of loyalty to the others. While these two are different, they are more of the, like, oh no, even if it means going against you, I will do something that will eventually help you. That kind of thing. Like, I guess, I don't know, tough love, maybe, that kind of thing. Kind of similar to that. While we have the others who are just like blind loyalty, you know. So yeah, that kind of thing. Anyways, that is what happened, and Hedin helped us out. That is why. Right. So like Hedin helping us out in itself was such a, like, big advantage to us, because one of the strongest members are just gone from their team now. They won't be helping them. On top of that, Hedin took out the healer as well. So, like, it was like double the advantage we got. Not only did he take himself out of the game, like, not out of the game, but like, he's not going to, like, go with Freya's familia anymore. He betrayed them in that sense. Not going to be playing for their team, but he also took out one of, like, the most important people in Freya's group, the healer. Healer is gone. Yeah, like, all the people that are down now, like the Bringer, like all the others. What's his name? Hegni. Yeah, they cannot be brought back up again. So yeah, like, a huge advantage for us. That really helped us out. Um, okay. And like, what's funny, we're just thinking, like, oh wow, this is so cool, this whole battle, like, we're defeating them and everything. But at the end of the day, if you think about it, it's crazy how much like advantage we need to even fight against the one familia. And we need to remember, every single familia is going against Freya familia, and Freya familia has so many disadvantages here. Like, literally, one of the strongest members betrays them. Then we have, like, like, other people from the outside coming in, like Ryu suddenly popped in. The Astoria familia joined the whole battle. The hostess of fertility, Mia, coming in. Like, even with so much advantages we're getting, this battle is like completely like this. Like this completely, like, we are at a huge advantage, while Freya's family is just like at such a disadvantage. Still, they're cooking us. They're like Otar himself is just destroying us all, and Alan is also there. So that kind of shows how important Freya Familia is for Orario. Can you imagine one Familia being this strong? Like, yeah, Loki Familia is also there, but like still, like Freya's Familia is just crazy, like strength wise. And yeah, and that is why it makes sense. That's why the guild members, like the guild like officials, they want Freya Familia to not get offended or anything, because they're a huge help for their eventual goal, that is like the dragon. Right. So yeah, anyways, that is that. What else happened today? um Oh yeah, the whole section with the bringer was very, very cool to watch. First and foremost, Haruhime gave the level boost, Anya did the debuffs, and Lily came in with the smoke bombs. And we made them rattled. They started like not seeing who, there are four of them. So without being separated from each other, their power weakened, because always they go in a set of four. So it's always like each of them are kind of backing the other one up. That makes them extremely strong, but at the same time, if you separate them, it makes them extremely weak, because they're not used to like not relying on each other. So when they're separated, they don't know what to do, that kind of thing. Like this is what it is. Like, it's very helpful when they're together, they're extremely strong when they're together. But when they're separated, it's done for, like, because it makes sense, like they're probably used to like just being alert in one direction, because each of them probably covers each direction, like the four directions, like each of them covers. So like unlike the other solo adventurers who are alert throughout, they're not used to doing it like that. They're used to relying on the others. And yeah, that's why. And on top of that, they are debuffed, heavily debuffed. They're separated. A smoke bomb is on their face. And Lily was tricking one of them by making it seem as if he's like one of his brothers were there with him. That one. And there was one of them who was like, "Oh, who the hell are you?" And then attacks him and realizes that that's not his brother. That's Lily. you know so yeah, that's what's going on top of that, we're getting a level boost. you know and yeah, so it's done for them, like by the end. Like, oh, I forgot, Mikoto's gravity, the gravity field that she made, that is another debuff that they're getting. Like, they cannot move properly. So with it's like subjecting your enemy to this, like just one after another debuff, like defense down debuff, like accuracy down debuff, and speed down debuff. What else? Like crazy. And then we just hit them with everything. Right. And in the end, each of them got each of the bringers. I think Luna got one, Chloe got one. Yeah. We have Aisha who got one. Who was the other one? uh oh, Naza. No, not Naza, sorry. Uh Mikoto, right? Mikoto got one. Yeah. So Aisha got one of them, Mikoto got one of them with the help of Naza, Chloe got one of them, and Luna got one of them. Right. Yeah, there you go. That's how we brought the bringer down. um right. And there you go. That was today's episode. Really good episode. And yeah, like I said, that part was very funny, where Ryu suddenly just when Bell was going to move, Ryu suddenly was like, "Oh, by the way, I have feelings for you," and Bell just stops. Bell's like, "What? Now you're telling me this?" But yeah, I'm glad that she told him, at least, because yeah, like we saw how it was eating away at her. Right. Okay. And there you go. That was today's episode. um yeah, let's see what happens now. I think like the next episode will be released I think 1 week later, or is it 2 week later? Something like that. I think. Like I think we're getting 1 week gap, and then we're getting like something like that. Anyways, whenever the other episode will come out, I'll react to it. But yeah, that was my overall impressions for today. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Nothing much to discuss because I literally talked about everything. This was like a whole full battle episode, obviously. Okay, in the very first scene, we see Belle was the one who kind of said like that episode where Belle said something to Lily which we didn't get to know. That is what he said. He said that, oh, maybe Hedin will help us, and Lily was like, oh, so it's happening now. So Hedin actually like like took out the healers. The girl, the pink haired girl. She was like, what the hell, like you betray us. And he said like like, nah, I'm doing what I think is correct. This is my ego. I want Freya's, like I want Freya's best, and this is the way I'm doing it. Yeah, anyways, like the healer girl was pissed. She was like, oh, you betrayer, you betrayed us and everything. And he she says like, obviously you cannot take me down, I just heal myself back up. But Harry's like, you fool, you think your mana pool and my mana pool, you could comparing that to mine, which makes sense. Obviously he's a mage, he's a mage strategist. He hasn't been fighting, he's been standing there from the very beginning, so his mana is at the max. On top of that, the girl, she has been using her mana continuously to like boost herself up, to heal everyone. So yeah, she's very low. And compared to Hedin, who's just standing there up until now and wasn't doing anything. So he's like, all right, like you heal yourself, I'll keep attacking you. Let's see whose mana pool is bigger. And yeah, like this is how he takes her out, just destroys her. And you can see he made sure not to hit Rue. Rue was also standing there. That kind of shows how crazy precise his attacks are. Okay, either way, he says like, Rue, go and take care of Ottar. Bell cannot do it on his own. Okay, and obviously everyone in the audience is like, oh my god, what is happening? Like this twist. Like one of them betrayed Freya Sama. Oh boy. And Freya just stood up from the Freya just standing up from the whole throne. She's like, yeah, she was very surprised here. Makes sense, obviously. Like, I also wasn't expecting, like, Heading to actually help us. Like, I thought that he might pull something, but, I wasn't thinking he's going to do this just directly. But yeah, either way. Okay, so then the only one, like, who's like the current threat now is the Bringard, because Alan is at a very big distance. It'll take a little bit of time for him to come back, while Ottal is busy with Bella and all of them. So they're like, we have to take down Bringard before they, yeah, they come together. All right. So next we see Anya and the Horses of Fertility are here. So this is where we get to see what happened with Anya on that day, where Anya thought that it was his brother who came in, her brother who came in. It wasn't. It was oh my god, what's this guy's name? Beat, I think. Or wait a minute, I forgot his name. What was his name? The wolf guy. Oh boy, it's been a while we've seen him. I've forgotten his name. Danmachi. It was something like Beta. Yeah, I was correct. So Beta comes in, and yeah, like I'm guessing he was under Loki's orders. He takes Anya. I love how Anya just scratches him. Anyways, yeah, and he takes her to Heron, and he's like, "You want to know Cyr's true feelings? Here you go." And as Freya said, like Heron is literally like a mirror to her original feelings, what she's thinking, because this is what Freya has been doing. Freya has been hiding what she thinks, and the part of her that she doesn't want to come out up until now, and was kind of making Cyr that one person. Like he shows us subconsciously she made Cyr like the type of person that she originally is from the inside. And I think, like, I don't know if this is enough to, because like a lot of people I think still doesn't understand like what type of a character Freya is, because a lot of people still probably think like, oh, she's this like nasty, like like jealous, like prideful goddess, like, which is true, I guess, but there's way more to her than that. And I don't know if like this episode was enough, but I feel like a few people might understand now what type of character. I think I mentioned this before, but Freya puts up a wall, and this has happened from the very beginning, even in when she was in heaven. Either she's idolized like this, like full blind faith, or she is avoided. There's no middle between that, and that is why she doesn't have any people she can call allies or friends in the truest sense. Like, yeah, you might say that, oh, her familia is extremely loyal to her. Yeah, but that's loyalty. That's not really friendship, like, or something like that. Like actual, what can I say? Like, blind loyalty is not something that is good, because you will need someone will who can reprimand you when you're going in the wrong direction. Blind loyalty doesn't give you that. So she only has people surrounding him who are either blindly loyal to her or just straight up avoids her. You know, like, so being Sir was something that she like is a person that she's actually from the inside, and she just puts up a like wall from the outside. So Sir was like her outlet. She used Sir as an outlet, and made actual friends in the hostess of fertility. That's how she used to de-stress. If you remember, she said that, like, I just made it for fun, but obviously that was her way of de-stressing from all the other nonsense that is happening. So that is her true feelings. And like I was saying, like, and I hope like people understand this now after watching today's episode, that is what like Freya is. Like, so Freya is just like someone that she has to be in front of others. There is her true personality and her true feelings, what type of person she's actually from the inside. you know and also, as we see later on, Mia also brings this up when, like, um who was it? Was it Loki? When Mia was like, oh, do you know, like, what type of a person, like, what was happening when I first met Freya? And like Loki was like, oh, I'm sure she was like in her high horse or something, and she's like, no, she was crying. Like, that is the girl. Sir is that girl, that who she actually is. And I don't want to hurt her more when she's hurting this much. Unless and until she herself asks me for help. And that's why they brought them, Anya and Mia, both to Herne, who currently is in such a situation where, all her true feelings are just leaking out. And that's why Freya was pissed off back then. She was like, end this whole thing quickly, because she knows that every single moment Herne is just, like, revealing her true feelings, and she doesn't want that. She doesn't want Herne from revealing her true feelings and, what she thinks from the inside, because obviously she's this prideful goddess. She doesn't want that. Anyways, so Anya is brought in front of Herne, and you can see Herne here is just muttering that, I'm sorry, Anya, I'm sorry, Chloe, like Lunar, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, so there you go. That is that. After that, we move to, and that's why Anya and the hostess of fertility are here. After that, we move to Belle. Rue comes in, and Rue starts healing Belle. And then Mia comes in as well to help us out. So obviously, the former captain, Mia, of Freya Familia, former captain of the Freya Familia, which, you must understand how strong she is. Right. Okay. So yeah, this is where we get the little bit like the recollection where Mia had that conversation with Loki, and like I literally talked about this, like when Loki asked, like when Mia was like, oh, you know how she was like when I met her, and there you go. I already know that she represents who she truly is at heart. There you go, that part. And I cannot go out there start swinging punches at her when she's in this situation. That's why I'm not going unless and until she asks me for help. And Loki's like, all right then, keep that in mind, come with me. And they bring her to Herne, and you can see Herne is muttering, and Herne says, I'm sorry, Mia, please save me, please help me. And then Mia, obviously after hearing that, Mia is in the game now. Okay, right, so Mia helps stall for time by stopping Uttar while we have Rue healing Belle, and okay, so here they were like, oh, but is this allowed, like, like, what's going on? There's a lot of people coming in suddenly. Okay, so as they say here, as Shakti says here, it's not an issue. Lunar Faust is a member of the Demeter family, which I actually didn't know. Okay, like I knew they were from other familias, like I knew that, but I didn't know which familia they were from. Okay, Chloe Lolo belongs to the Nord familia. Okay, right. So that guy's Njord, I'm guessing, who's along with Astrea, and Demeter is also here. You can literally see her. That's why, since both the goddesses are here, yeah, they can join. But then my question is, what about Ryu? Oh, Ryu is from Astrea Familia. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, yeah, Ryu is from Astrea Familia. Mia, I guess, still a Familia member of the Freya Familia. It's not that she left the Familia or anything. She's still there, so she can also technically participate because Freya is still there. So yeah, I think everything is fine. Yeah, there's no problem. Um, and Anya is also from the Freya Familia. Yeah, so Freya's also there. So there you go. So yeah, they're all allowed to participate. It's not that any of them doesn't have any god or goddesses. Everyone is here. Okay, so after that, you can see Loki says that from here onwards, everything is as we are going to see. There's no more underhanded tricks going on. Pure battle. So that's that. Later we see Hestia hiding. Mia is also there, and Mia then tells Hestia that we need to go to the battlefield because as more and more like our children are gaining experience, we need to status boost them, like because that'll help them out eventually. And Hestia's like, you're right, let's do that. And then we are back to Mia and Ottar again. They do a little bit of trash talk here and there. Mia's like Ottar's like, oh, you've gotten weaker, huh? Like, you're like, I've been getting stronger while you've just been there, just just standing, doing nothing. So and they start fighting each other again while we have Ryu healing Bell, and then Ryu asks Bell the question, "What will you do to Sid?" So obviously, Bell answers, as he answers, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what I'm going to do, she told me to help her. I'm going to help her. I know that that will hurt her eventually, but I will keep helping her unless and until that ends." So basically, he's saying that I'm going to go and save her, and she obviously Belle knows that Freya likes her, so by hurting her, I'm assuming Belle means that I'm going to reject her as well, because obviously Belle mentioned, like, said this to her before as well, that I cannot, like, kind of give back your feelings because I already have someone in my head, in my mind. Um, and obviously that will hurt her, but then Belle says, I'll keep helping her unless that ends. So that is where Ryu says that you're one of the worst hypocrites I've ever seen, which is true. Is basically like he's basically saying that, yeah, I'm going to reject her, but at the same time I'll try to help her out as well, like, which is like stabbing you, but then taking out the knife and then putting a bandage on it, and then stabbing you again, and then putting it out again, and putting a. That's literally what he's doing, and okay, where's that part where she says that? Okay, here we go. I'll keep helping her unless she laughs like she before. And Bruce says, Belle, you really are the worst kind of hypocrite. This is, I know. And yeah, and this has been rough. Obviously, like, we've seen this before as well. Like, like, as they have said, to be a hero, you have to be a hypocrite. Like, if you're not a hypocrite, you cannot be a hero. Like, that is what a hero is, like, in the truest sense. Like, they'll give you hope, and they'll give you, like, these type of, like, things, that at the end of the day it's not going to go that way, but they'll keep giving you that hope. That is what a hero is. And yeah, Belle is that type of a person. What I really like about this show, it also has this whole, like, like, oh, everything will be okay, this whole hero thing. But this show is actually, what can I say, it's self-aware of that, and it doesn't sugarcoat it. Bell literally says himself that, yeah, I know I'm a hypocrite. I know what I'm doing is actually not the way, but that's what I am, and that's what I'm going to do. He admits to it. Unlike so many of the other shonen shows and everything, who has this type of stuff as well, but they never admit to it. Like, it's everything like sunshine and rainbows over there. But here as well, Belle is also like that. But at the same time, Belle literally admits to it that, yeah, I know I'm the worst type of person in that sense, but I'm just gonna keep doing it because that's what I am. Right. And I feel like it kind of like, fits this show because that is literally what the show is about. It's about heroes. Like the gods and goddesses are waiting for someone like that, who is going to give people hope and going to turn everything around, even if everything else that is happening is completely against it. He'll be the shining beacon of hope. That is what a hero is. Right. Okay. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know where this is going and how this is going to proceed. But I feel like eventually it wouldn't really matter to Freya because, like even if he likes ice or whatever, because she's a freaking goddess. Hestia as well, like they have mentioned this before, but a god or the goddess's love are very different from everything else. Their love is more of a like all encompassing love, and like that type of thing. And not only that, obviously, like I don't know how to say this, but like they like gods and goddesses, they are supposed to love their children. And like obviously like Freya's love is definitely something different than that familial love. But yeah, like in a truest sense, Belle, like when Belle dies, you know his soul will go obviously go to heaven, and Hestia and Freya can literally follow him there. And that's what Freya also said before. I think it was mentioned before that if Belle dies, I'm going to leave everything here. I'm just going to go with him to heaven. Something like that, he said. That's why I know they kind of mentioned that we shouldn't let Belle die, the Freya Familia, because if Belle dies, Freya's just going to leave. Like, she's just gone from here. And the Freya Familia doesn't want that. So in that sense, I guess you could say, the gods and goddesses' love are more eternal in that sense. But obviously, like, like Belle cannot really give that back in that sense, in the truest sense, because he has his eyes set on ice. Right. Anyways, okay, and then Rue confesses as well. I love how Rue confesses and Belle just trips, and Belle's like, "Oh, what?" And she even mentions it, the romantic, because this is Belle. You need to be careful. He might think something else. So she makes it clear, and then she says that, yeah, well, like, her face become reds. Now it's fair. I can slap Sir without restraint. Okay, and the battle continues, and then we have that whole section with the bringer, you know, like Anya screams, does the whole thing, that thing. Haruhime's cloak just flies off away into the sunset or whatever. There's no sunset here, so whatever. Um, yeah, and everyone else is debuffed. Like, thankfully, they had the earpieces, so that's why they didn't get debuffed. Lily was the only one who got debuffed in our team because she didn't know about what's going to happen. But no problem, Lily put on the potions to like cleanse the debuff immediately. Um, but yeah, this debuff helped like slow them down. Obviously, Alan's speed also probably fell a lot. He was coming here quickly. But the main thing was that the bringer all debuffed. This is where the whole strategy begins. Lily comes in, throws the smoke bomb. Haruhime gives the level boost, and the Ishtar family members, the former Ishtar family members, they were like, yeah, you know what? I love your confidence. Do it. We'll protect you. And yeah, and then Lily takes in one of the disguises of them. We have yeah, Lunar, Chloe, all of them coming in and attacking. So Lunar starts fighting, and each and every one of them were like illusion spells that she used at the end, catching one of the bringers off guard. Yeah, and then we have Chloe as well doing something the same. So both of them took one of the each of the bringers out. Two of them are down. Then we literally have Naza in front of one of them. So one of the bringers tries to attack Naza. Naza stops him, and Mikoto comes in from the back, debuffs him more, and then Mikoto comes from the back. and gets him. Only one remaining. Aisha comes in. Aisha's way stronger here because obviously, like, Aisha's level 4, now she's level 5. With that many debuffs on the Bringer, Aisha easily takes him out. And there you go. We won against the Bringer. So things are starting to look positive here. And yeah, the battle continues. Now, obviously, the biggest problem here is Ottal, Alan. We have to take them out as well. But I guess that will be seeing in the next episode, which I think will be coming out 1 week later, like 2 weeks later, or something like that. Anyways, whenever the next episode will come out, I'll react to it. So thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 13 of Danmachi season 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Yeah, I'll see you guys when the next episode comes out with another reaction. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.